Hello, welcome. Welcome. This is the global community for adults who are healing CPTSD. And we have all been gathering together here on this YouTube channel for over 9 years. We get together once a week. We share what works in our healing journey. We share what doesn't work in our healing journey, and we connect with one another. We check in, we see how one another are doing, and this is one of the most basic ways we are able to continuously move forward in our healing journey. Consistency is so key when it comes to healing repeated relational trauma, complex trauma. So I am so very grateful you decided to click on this video. If this is your very first time hearing my voice, my name's Athena. Thank you so much for being here. I honor you. I honor your journey. I honor your healing process. There are 7 billion different possible ways to heal on this planet, and yours is unique. And I'm so honored and grateful that I get to heal right beside you. There's no hierarchy here. We are all healing side by side with one another. And it is my profound honor to be here healing beside you. So thank you so much. We have been going through, and on a weekly basis, we've been doing meditations and affirmations. We've woven in a healing strategy, so we have some tools to walk away with. And we also have been doing some breath work, and I've gotten great feedback from a lot of you regarding the breath work and how it helps you to regulate your nervous system. So this week we will be starting with our healing strategy, then we'll do our affirmation, and we'll end with our meditation. We'll do it in reverse order this week. But first, I'm going to pause briefly and say hello to those who have chosen to be here for our live discussion. Gosh, I see a lot of familiar faces. A warm welcome to each and every one of you. It's so good to be here with you. Hello, John Harvey. Hello, Kate. Hello, Furry Slippers. Hello, Fierce Fighter. Hello, Jeffrey Sherman. Hello, Craig. Oh, it's so good to be here. Hello, Angela. Hello, hello, hello to each of you. I'm so glad to be here. I don't know about you, but I had an interesting week with lots of ups and downs, and I had an interesting thing happen this week where I was the target of someone's bullying. And it has nothing to do with tonight's healing strategy or meditation or affirmation or our breath work for that matter. But I just thought I would share and let you know that I'm going to be 50 years old pretty soon, and yet I can still be the target of someone's bullying. I don't think we are ever, we are never at a place in our lives when there's not a possibility that we are going to be the target of someone's unkindness. So in those moments when I was the target of bullying this week, I was so grateful for not only for this community, but for the tools and resources that we gather together and we share here in this space, and for the consistency in which we get together and we meet, because we sort of have been following along with one another. Some of us have been here almost every week for over 9 years. And, it's amazing to me. It really is. I'm bolstered by your kindness and your support, and I'm encouraged as I watch you interact with one another and show unconditional warm regard to one another. And in doing so, you walk away with this felt sense of being seen and heard within the context of safety. And it is such a gift. It is such a gift to behold when I witness you all being so kind to one another and showing up for yourselves and for one another. It truly is such a gift to me. And I couldn't wait to come here and share with you, hey, this thing happened with me. And I was able, because of the work we do together here every week, I was able to be reminded of the tools that I have in my tool belt and the support that I have in my life. And I was able to walk along and move forward, interestingly, with compassion and insight. So it's so great to be here and to be able to share that with you. Many of you I've known for 9 years or more. So hello, welcome to each of you. Hello to Ashley. Nice to meet you, Ashley. Ashley says, hi, this is my first time here. Well, a warm welcome to you, Ashley. We are so glad that you've chosen to be here with us. We are a rather warm and welcoming group. Many of us have been showing up here together for several years, and we come here on Mondays and we share, what's been working for us versus what hasn't been working for us. So we're gonna pause and we're gonna do some breath work. That's how we'll start tonight, and then we will do our healing strategy, and we will do our affirmation and our meditation. So thank you to each of you who choose to be here every single week. Thank you for subscribing to the channel if that's something that you feel like doing. And thank you so much for the thumbs up if this is a video that you decide has been helpful and supportive to you in your unique healing journey. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and I'm going to invite you to do that 4 times. No pressure. You can have your eyes open, your eyes closed. I encourage you to grab a sip of water, perhaps find a comfortable spot where you can be seated. I am seated here and I am adjusting a pillow behind my back so that I can support my posture, and I'm getting a sip of water, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do a little bit of breath work, and we'll move into our healing strategy. Warm welcome to anyone I haven't greeted by name. Has anyone seen Ninja Taco? Thank you so much to you, John Harvey. I really appreciate you being here. You and our Blue Wrench crew, moderators, keeping our chat stream safe from all the trolls, potato trolls and otherwise. One more sip of water and then we'll do our breath work. Oh, Ashley's in our circle group. Here's a link to our circle group if anyone is interested. There's also a link in the description section of this video and in the pinned comment in the chat box, and then I just pasted a link as well. We all support one another every single day when we're not here on Mondays. And when we're not on Circle or here on YouTube, we also have daily recovery support, which are daily calls that we do on Zoom twice a day, every day. So we have just different topics that we talk about, and it's such a joy to be here in this community with you all. So I'm going to make myself nice and comfortable. I have my back supported, my posture is supported, and I invite you to get into a nice comfortable spot. And again, if If when we are doing our breath work, if 4 counts is too much for you, then by all means, breathe in for 2 counts and hold it for 2 counts. And breathe out for 2 counts if 4 counts feels like too much for you. Okay? So I invite you to breathe right along with me. We're going to inhale in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Again, inhale in 3, 2, 1. Inhale. If you feel yourself start to spontaneously yawn, it's a good sign. It means you've activated your parasympathetic nervous system, also known as your rest and digest. Let's breathe in again in 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Last time. So I've titled our video tonight, Gratitude Can Be Tricky. And the reason I've titled it Gratitude Can Be Tricky is because over the years, I have been gratitude shamed. You have been gratitude shamed. Many of you have written to me, email after email after email, paragraph after paragraph, all about how someone is telling you that everything happens for a reason and that you should be grateful for the difficult and painful things you've been through because it turns you into the person you are. And because of that type of short-sighted, non-trauma informed, insensitive, oftentimes invalidating and minimizing sentiment, the word gratitude in and of itself can be a trigger. And how sad is that? I believe I started our conversation tonight with the words, I am so grateful to be here, healing right alongside you. I'm filled with profound gratitude for you and for this community. And yet, the word gratitude can be a trigger in our community because some well-meaning or not so well-meaning individual out there has done each of you a great disservice. They have failed to compassionately witness you right where you're at. They have failed to acknowledge that which you have endured. They have failed to effectively validate you and the hard work that you have put in to your healing journey. And they have failed. Perhaps the greatest failure of all is their lack of empathy. It is their failure which robs you of the gift of gratitude. So I am here in spite of them, sharing my profound gratitude with you for how grateful I am for a community like this, where dozens and even hundreds and sometimes thousands of us come together all at once and support one another selflessly, compassionately. It takes a deep level of respect and kindness and empathy to drown out the ignorance that has caused such a deep trigger in our community. So thank you. Thank you to each of you for being in my life, for allowing me to be in yours. I am forever grateful for this community, and that does not mean, nor will it ever mean, that I am grateful for anything that I have been through that brought me here. Nor am I grateful for anything that you have endured that has brought you here. I am grateful, however, that our paths have crossed. So, the title of tonight's video is rather appropriate. Gratitude can be tricky. It certainly can, right? So with all that being said, I'm going to start tonight with Dr. Ariel Schwartz healing strategy titled Peaceful Place Visualization. You're welcome to take a couple of deep breaths with me, and then we will begin our healing strategy. We'll move right on into our affirmation and end with our meditation. Ariel says, creative visualization can be helpful in healing CPTSD. The brain doesn't differentiate between real or imagined experiences. So focusing your mind on positive visualization can be a powerful tool. For this next practice, take your time thinking of a place that feels peaceful and calm. This might be an actual place, or it can be an imagined place. Maybe a place in nature, such as the seashore or a mountaintop. Or you might choose a building that is a healing sanctuary. Once you have identified a peaceful place, use your senses to heighten the image. Take a look around your imagined space. What do you see? What do you hear? how do you feel in your body? Would you like to have anyone with you in your peaceful place? To ensure that your space feels calm and peaceful, are there any safeguards you need to put into place? Such as a tall fence or a door with a lock? You are in charge of who gets to come in to your peaceful place. Once you have developed your peaceful place, take a few deep breaths and notice how you feel in your body and mind. Remember, you can return to this place as often as you choose. You know, when we discussed this peaceful place visualization healing strategy in our community, there were so many interesting peaceful places that people shared. One person shared a porch swing at a cabin in the middle of a forest, surrounded by all the sights and sounds of nature. Another person described being on the sandy shore with sand between her toes, listening to the waves. What would be your peaceful place? Can you think of a place that feels peaceful and calm? I love how Dr. Ariel says that it can be an actual place or an imagined place. A place in nature, like a seashore or a mountaintop, or even a building. I have 3 different peaceful place visualizations that I've done over the course of 20-something years. The first one was an area near an apartment where I lived with my son, and there was an 8-foot high fence all the way around this area, and inside the fence there was a swimming pool with a whole bunch of pool chairs, and there was this one particular pool chair that I loved to imagine myself sitting in. It was my peaceful place. And there was also a gate with a lock on it. My second peaceful place visualization was at the end of a dirt road. And it was a large, beautiful, grassy field overlooking the ocean on the edge of a cliff. And there weren't any fences or gates. It was all wide open. And my third peaceful place was a building. A beautiful room with little niches, like a large room with little areas sort of sectioned off, with beautiful plants hanging on the wall. And the place was so peaceful and quiet and the perfect temperature with lots of beautiful plants. So what about you? What is your peaceful place visualization? Furry Slippers, Jeffrey Sherman, John Harvey, Angela, Kate. Hello, Jennifer. Do you have a peaceful place visualization? Great to have you with us. What about you, Ashley? How about you, Craig? How about you, Fierce Fighter? Kate says, mine used to be my car. And Ashley says, I like to imagine myself by a creek in a hammock. Furry Slipper says, a deserted beach for me. And Kate says, but now it's in my car in a beautiful meadow near a waterfall. I love it. Angela says, we do peaceful place in therapy. And mine is a cabin in a snow-covered forest, cozy and warm inside. And my cat, who passed away, is there with me. And Jeffrey Sherman says, the car is pretty good. I love all of your peaceful places. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. So we have our affirmation, and then we will end with our meditation. Our affirmation. Ooh, John Harvey says, water always brings me peace. Yeah. And Kate says, yeah, the car feels safe to me. I love being in my car. I'm honestly surprised that my peaceful place visualization wasn't in my car, because many of you know that my car is my happy place. Like, it just is. I love being in my car. So here's our affirmation. That was our healing strategy with Dr. Ariel Schwartz. This is our affirmation with Lisa A. Romano, and she says, we tend to lack awareness and appreciation for the self. However, today I am more aware of self than I was yesterday. And for that, in this moment, I can be grateful. There's that word again, grateful. And I am grateful, you guys. I'm filled with gratitude. I am grateful. I love what she says. Today I am more aware of self than I was yesterday. And for that, in this moment, I can be grateful. And here is the second half of the affirmation. I know that the divine being I am is in me somewhere. And that my task in this lifetime is to connect honor, respect, and love the self, in spite of how painfully others have treated me in my past. I love that. Our task in this lifetime is to connect, honor, respect, and love self, in spite of how painfully others have treated us in the past. You know, sometimes we do lack appreciation for self. And I am so grateful for the awareness that we now have. So grateful. Ooh, Craig shared his peaceful place visualization. Craig says, I have a garden of emotions and I am in the happy patch. I love it. That is great, Craig. I love it. Furry Slipper says, yes, I've been working on self-awareness. Self-awareness is so helpful in our healing journey. Hi, B. I don't think I got a chance to warmly welcome you earlier. B says, this weekly meet on here with the hotlines posted saved my life about 3 years ago. It crossed my path at just the right time. I am grateful. I'll never forget. Oh, that is so wonderful. That's so wonderful. In the spirit of that, let me put a link here. I'm going to put a link to some hotline resources. And that way, boom, there you go. All you have to do, anyone who comes along, is click that link and it will take you directly to a list of hotline and crisis resources, no matter what it is that you're going through. I'm so glad you're here with us, B. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much for being here with us. We honor you and honor your journey. Very, very grateful. So here we have our meditation. You're welcome to take a deep breath with me as we get ready to have our meditation together, and we'll end our time together tonight. We can inhale together in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Our meditation is with Morgan Harper Nichols, and it's her artwork that you see up on the screen right now. And Morgan is talking about gratitude, and keeping in line with our title tonight, which is Gratitude Can Be Tricky. Morgan says, while gratitude may seem like a simple idea on the surface, what does it look like to practice gratitude while waiting? What does it look like to be grateful for life when life isn't turning out to be what you thought it would be? What does it look like to practice gratitude when you're faced with the reality of all that is temporary? a daily practice of gratitude is incredibly valuable to your well-being, but that doesn't mean you have to pretend that you are immune to the strong emotions that come with waiting. When you are waiting and starting to feel anxious or restless about your state, it's okay if you can't access gratitude right away. There will be times when feeling deeply feels like traveling through the longest range of mountains. You might find yourself feeling stressed out and unable to slow down or be grounded. And to get out of that state feels like climbing the highest mountain. It takes everything out of you. Gratitude is a wonderful gift, but we must remember that when we are not able to access gratitude, that is okay. We have to allow ourselves to traverse the range of our emotions like a range of mountains and trust that it's okay to take time to work through it. Trying to force ourselves into quick gratitude may lead us to feel even further from where we want to be. Instead, step by step, we can carry on each day, learning how to breathe through every moment, seeking the support we need, and knowing that having gratitude is something we can practice. And it's okay if it starts small. As you traverse this landscape of emotions, I hope you can remember that you are free to repeat these words to yourself. I am allowing myself to travel through the range of my emotions. I am seeking support where I need it. Gratitude is a practice that will come naturally to me over time. So you see, there's no need to rush into it or fake it or experience something that isn't authentic. I love that. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you all so much for choosing to be here. It's been such a gift to be able to spend time and hang out here with you. I'm sending you all so much love. Hello, Ninja Taco. So good to see you. So good to see you always. I'm hoping that you're feeling better. Hoping and praying that you're feeling better. So thank you all so much for being here. I will see you right back here next Monday and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Or we'll see you over in the circle or on our daily recovery support calls. Please be extra kind and extra patient and extra gentle with yourself because you're worth it. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Good night, everyone.